Learning how to measure. Introduction. We use some conventional ways like hand span, foot span, cubit, etc. for rough measurements in our daily life. Measuring length. Measure the length of one side of a table using your hand span. Record the length of the table terms of number of hand spans. Now, find the length of your classroom using your foot span. Record the length of the classroom in terms of number of foot span. We do not get the same measurements in two cases mentioned above because the hand span or the foot spans are not same for each one of us. The story of scale. Some sensible people got together and decided to have a scale of a fixed length made of wood and metal. In order to measure subunits, they marked the scale with several smaller equal divisions. Other countries in the world also made their own scales, which differed from others and led to a lot of problems in trade and commerce. Finally, in France, it was decided that a certain length of rod made of a special material called a meter. The meter was divided into 100 equal parts, and these parts were called centimeters. Each centimeter was further divided into 10 equal parts called millimeters. Now, we are using this as a standard measurement for length throughout the world. Kilometer. If we want to measure long distances like agricultural fields or distance between our house to school and even longer distances such as those between one country to another country, meter is not a convenient unit. For this type large distances, we use kilometer as a larger unit of length. 1 kilometer is 1000 times longer than a meter. 1 kilometer is equal to 1000 meters. Measuring height. Ask your classmate to stand with his or her back against a wall. Make a mark on the wall exactly above his or her head. Now, measure the distance from the floor to this mark on the wall with a scale. Some precautions while using a meter scale. The scale should be placed exactly along the length to be measured. 0 point on the scale should coincide with the starting point of the length to be measured. Our eye must be vertically above the point where the reading is to be taken. Measuring thickness of a coin. Take about 10 1 rupee coins of same size and place them one upon the other. Measure the total thickness with a scale and then divide it by the number of coins to get the thickness of one coin. Measuring the length of a curved path. There are certain things like buckets, tawa or kadai, etc. where the lengths are in curved line. Fix alpins at the end of the curved line to be measured. Now, Tie a knot with cotton thread at the first point A of the alpin and move the cotton thread along the points B, C, D, E, etc. Care should be taken that thread is neither too tight nor too loose, and see that the thread coincides with the curve at each point while moving along the path. Remove the thread from A and then place it straight along the length of a meter scale and measure the length. It is the length of the curved path. Measurement of areas. Area is the measure of the extent of plane surface occupied by an object. To know which is the bigger sheet and which is the smaller sheet, cut the sheets in the shape as shown in the figure. Now, take some empty matchboxes of equal size and keep them on the sheet, starting from one corner of the sheet to the entire surface of the sheet. Similarly, repeat the process for the second sheet also and record which sheet needs more number of matchboxes and which is bigger in size than the other. Standard unit to measure area. Square centimeter is a standard unit to measure the area of a surface. We use square meter, square millimeter, square foot, etc. also to measure the areas according to need and requirement of the situation. Measuring the area of a regular surface. Measure the area of a rectangle cardboard having the length of 4 cm and breadth 2 cm. The convenient unit to measure the area of given cardboard would be centimeter square. Place the cardboard on the centimeter graph paper and draw its outline with the help of a sharp pencil. Remove the cardboard and mark the shape as PQRS. Count the number of squares inside the outline. The number of squares is 8. The area of the cardboard is area covered by PQRS on the graph paper. Area of PQRS is equal to total area of unit squares inside the PQRS equal to 8 into area of 1 unit square is equal to 8 into 1 centimeter square is equal to 8 centimeter square. Measurement of irregular plane surface. Place a leaf on a graph paper. Mark the boundary of the leaf on the graph paper with a pencil. Remove the leaf and count the number of complete squares inside the boundary and also which are half or greater than leaf. The total number of squares inside the boundary gives the area of the leaf. The n squares inside the boundary is the area of the leaf becomes n centimeter square. Measurement of volume of a solid. To measure the volumes of solids, for example, loose solids like sand, clay and ready mix of cement, we decide the quantity contained either in a lorry or a tractor. We need to know the volume of the body of lorry as well as that of the body of tractor. Volume is a measure of the extent of space occupied by a body. Volume of solid is measured in cubic meters, cubic centimeters, etc. Measurement of volume of a solid. To know the volume of the rectangular cardboard box, place the cube having the length, breadth and height of 1 cm each. Arrange the cubes in the box so that the total space is occupied by the blocks. The volume of one cube is equal to 1 cm into 1 cm into 1 cm, which is equal to 1 cubic centimeter, which is known as 1 cubic centimeter and written as 1 centimeter cube. Therefore, the volume of the rectangular cardboard box is equal to the total number of cubes occupying it. Measurement of volume of irregular solids using a measuring cylinder. Take a measuring cylinder and fill almost half of it with water. Record the volume of water as A centimeter cube or A milliliter. Now tie a small irregular stone with a fine cotton thread. Put the stone gently into the water in the cylinder. You may notice that the level of water in the measuring cylinder rises as the stone displaces the water equal to its own volume. Record the new volume of water. Let us assume that it is B ml. Now, the volume of the stone will be volume of the stone is equal to B minus A. Volume of liquid is measured in liters or milliliters. 1 cubic centimeters is equal to 1 milliliter.
మా వీడియో గనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.